Today, let's talk about the most luxurious watch brands in the world, their history, endeavors, and anything insanely happened to the world of luxury. Today, let's dive into the world of these luxurious brands in the market. These brands are already considered classy, reliable, and stylish timepieces. So, what are we waiting for? Let's start! But first, hi! Welcome to the Content Promoter, a channel that promotes luxury content about the rich and famous. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe to be updated for more videos like this. Number 1. Patek Philippe. Patek Philippe was founded in 1851, and ever since, this has been the top of the line of the watch brand, taking pride in its designs. The unique functionality of their watch collections made them known in the market. Combining their collections into a classic and classy timepiece has made it the top of no other brand in the high-end watch market. Moon phase star charts and perpetual calendars are the most iconic collection of Patek Philippe. The accurately unique time teller with a cutting-edge technological method of keeping time makes it a hefty price since you cannot simply buy this watch anywhere else. Patek Philippe timepieces has yet proven itself as the leading luxury watch brand. Some famous historical figures like Prince Albert, Christian IX of Denmark, and even Queen Victoria have been seen wearing this luxury brand. They made and carved the way for Patek Philippe as a royalty brand. As I said, this Swiss luxury brand was founded in 1851, and it will more likely stay in class and market for hundreds of years. Patek Philippe's price range varies from $15,000 to a whopping $1 million and more. The Henry Grave Jr. Super Complication watch is the most expensive Patek Philippe, sold for $24 million. Aside from the legendary people and famous one who happens to market the brand, in 2014, some notable celebrities including John Mayer, Ellen DeGeneres, Nicolas Sarkozy, and even Robert Downey Jr., a known watch collector, have seen wearing the collection of Patek Philippe. Number 2. Omega. Now, there are many reasons why this brand suddenly rose to fame, right? However, out of all the bases, there are two main reasons this brand stands out. First, because since 1923, Omega, the brand piece, has been keeping the time of the Olympic Games. Secondly, in 1969, Omega accompanied the astronauts that landed on the moon. Since then, this luxury brand has been worn in many James Bond films. In 1995, Daniel Craig, who happens to be the latest Bond, has seen wearing and rocking the Omega. This is also the first time the luxury brand was spotted in films. Additionally, Daniel Craig wore the Seamaster Planet Ocean luxury watch, and Casino Royale was auctioned and sold for over $250,000. The Swiss brand has proved to fit for royalty as it is worn by Prince William and some famous people such as John F. Kennedy, Elvis Presley, George Clooney, and Steve Carell. And in 1917, the Omega watches were selected by Britain's Royal Flying Corps as their official timekeepers for the combat unit. While shortly after that, in 1918, the American Army chose the Omega watches as well, and this watch had a price range of between $1,000 to $700,000. Number 3. Breitling. Breitling was inspired by aviation or flight and was founded in 1884. With the watch's malicious design, you can see the inspiration and the links that ensure the watch will function anywhere. This brand is most known for its high-quality performance, especially for aviator watches and dive watches. So if you are looking for a watch to make you more stylish even when you are in an extreme situation or altitude changes, Breitling might be the perfect watch for you if you can afford it. This brand is popular with firefighters and astronauts because of the Breitling dependability with the changing environmental conditions, chronograph, automatic winding mechanism, and transmitters in an emergency. In 2003, a helicopter consisting of 2 British pilots crashed in Antarctica, and Breitling watches proved their worth as these 2 British pilots were rescued after they set off their transmitters and used the watch for other measures and as reliable as possible despite the situation. Just like Omega, Breitling embodies an unmistakable sense of style and elegance. The Bond and Thunderball appeared in a James Bond movie. The luxury Swiss watch Breitling was sold for $870 million last April. John Travolta and David Beckham are some of the famous wearers of the brand. The price range is between $3,000 and $200,000. Number 4. Rolex. This brand is one of the most recognized luxury brands of watches in the market. In the world of luxury watches, Rolex has accomplished something extraordinary. Ubiquitous is a word to describe the brand and is inherently good for business, and even managed the brand luxury as its status and its prestige. This watch brand is the only luxury brand watch that everyone has heard of. Like the Omega, Rolex watches vary in style and function. However, they typically hold on to the cutting edge of modern watch technology design, unlike other watches on the market. This watch is a valuable asset to invest in since this has high resale and a value that Rolex watches hold. The Submariner, the Yachtmaster, and the Date are some of the most famous timepieces that were designed and created by the Rolex. Each clock is handcrafted, despite the soaring popularity of the brand's iconic watches, which makes it recognized as their status symbol. The Rolex Daytona, the Rolex Submariner, and Rolex watches are always in high demand. Rolex is the first watch on our list that isn't Swiss, and is the most identifiable luxury watch brand. However, the brand's consistently classic designs still represent its British origins. And this brand was listed multiple times on the Forbes list as the most influential global brand for making 2,000 watches per day and the largest single luxury watch brand. Justin Timberlake, Mark Wahlberg, Orlando Bloom, David Beckham, and Kanye West are some of the Rolex famous wearers. The price range of this great brand varies between $5,000 and $650,000. And in 2017, the most expensive Rolex ever sold cost $5 million. Number 5. Bremont. In 2002, this luxury British watch was founded, and Bremont is one of the modern luxury watch brands. A brand so young like this that went up on a list with a luxury brand that's been going around for centuries is quite remarkable. So even though this might be the least featured watch and least popular watch, I must say I can't leave it out since it is one of my personal favorites. Functionality and highest style watches for pilots are what Bremont specializes in creating. Gordon Ramsay, Bear Grylls, and Tom Cruise are the famous wearers of this iconic watch brand. And it happens to be that the Bremont Supersonic is my latest purchase. Like the Breitling, Bremont was inspired by aviation. Nick and Giles English, the founding brothers of this brand, upheld their inspiration to make their watches famous with their mechanically and aircraft-themed focused models with proportionate faces and classy curves. These watches show the British company's image and branding. Number 6. Audemars Piguette. Jules Louis Audemars and Edward Auguste Piguet founded this watch brand in 1875. This prestigious timepiece produces 36,000 pieces in a year. Bulgari and Tiffany and Company used this brand's movements in the watch mechanics. This brand created the first steel luxury sports watch. In 1972, this was dubbed the Royal Oak. And later, in 1993, an oversized watch named Royal Oak Offshore was made. The brand was consistently the first to set trends and break down the barriers in the watch luxury market. that is still owned up to this day by its original founding families, proving that Audemars Piguet has been ahead of the game for hundreds of years. The classy design that can be seen clearly on the face of every watch hides the fact that this brand is one of the oldest watch manufacturers in the world. Audemars Piguet is a brand that begs an impossible question. How can a watch that maybe last on the list be so timeless? When it comes to any occasion of significance, I ensure that I wear an Audemars Piguet, and by no means it is my least personal favorite. On the contrary, I think I am in a good company since James Corden, Tom Cruise, LeBron James, and Usher are seen wearing and loving to sport the brand. And the price range for the brand is about $7,000 to $850,000 and more. Well, time is money, right? That's the end of our video and my knowledge of these luxury watch brands. If you found this helpful, please subscribe, comment, share, and hit the notification bell. See you at the next one.